Yo, 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 what's going on, YouTube friends and family? Hope everybody's doing great. You already know what time it is. It's another edition of the Kenny and Manny Show. But guess what? We're going to do something a little different today. We're going to talk
Yes,
about
sir.
bitch ass dudes, man. Bitch ass dudes.
Oh man,
Oh, man. Yo, Manny, but before we get to that, man, how you feeling, man? Let the people know how you feeling, man.
bro, listen. I'm blessed, highly favored. It's
Uh-huh.
another day, another dollar, baby.
Ooh,
I
baby,
got
another
nothing
day,
else for
another
that.
dollar,
You know
man.
what I'm saying?
Another day, another
Yes,
dollar,
sir.
bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. So, all
Let's
right.
get
So
to
we're
it.
gonna do it like
Hold on.
this, man. We're gonna get right into it. So today is gonna be a little bit of story time, as Kenny said. We're gonna do a little bit different today, but we promise you there's some value behind this. Okay. So, as the video stated, the importance of not acting on emotion. We all know what happens, when you act, or some of you might not know, when you act off of emotion. Sometimes it gets the best of you. You can, you might be able to try to cash a check, and you just can't really. So, and we've seen cases where ego gets the best of people, and then now they're in a
Mhm,
predicament where it's live or die situation. We've seen that happen with
mhm.
many dudes. We see that in hip hop culture. We see that in just in hoods and stuff of that. So hey, man. So here we go. So a buddy of mine wanted me to do a little take uh, about the situation that occurred. This
Mhm.
is actually a buddy of mine, a mutual friend of ours. Went a little crazy. So here's the backstory really quick. He posted a comment on Facebook. The buddy of ours did not like the comment, but here's the catch, and you'll see it now, and we'll dissect this a little bit more. Are you ready, bro?
Born ready, born ready.
All right, man. So here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So here's what the comment says. Boom. So here you'll be able to see the comment. The comment says, "I 100% support mandatory vacations for everyone. If anyone refuses, then they should be forced."
Ooh.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So,
Don't force me to take a vacation. No, don't force me. I don't want to go to Punta Cana, Dio. I don't want to go.
hilarious. So, of course, speaking with my buddy about it, of course, there was a little bit of a hidden agenda with that post. Just to the sake of the video, I do not want to use the word that is intended to trick people with, but the word that is on there, as you guys clearly saw, it said vacations, right? The word was misinterpreted as another word, a word that is very popular right now due to the virus,
Mhm.
right? Of course, and again, and I'll show it one more time so you guys can see it, right? We're not making this up. We're not making this up, right? Here we go. Here we go. Here's the word, right? Vacations. Now again, he thought it was the other word. Ha ha ha! You fell for it, bro. So with that said, he fell for it. He thought it was the other word. Then he gets infuriated. Gets infuriated, and start just kind of going crazy. And we'll go through these right here for you guys, so you guys can take a peek. And again, we're going to talk about this more, Kenny. So you'll chime in as well once
Mhm.
we get to it. Uh, Here we go. So after that, homeboy proceeded to say, "Have you ever had the thought that there might be people out there that can't take this V word due to pre existing conditions? Before you take this V word, talk to your doctor, not take a V word because some dude is pushing, what is it? Tri
Tyrannical.
tyrannical. Look at that. I was gonna mess that. I was gonna destroy that word. Tyrannical orders that goes against your rights, especially for a virus that has a 99% survival rate, right? So, as you guys saw, nowhere in the post did it said that word. It said vacations. Again, it had a little bit of intentions to trick people, but it was, it was supposed to be a very simple, you know, ha 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 ha. That's it. Hey, vacation is great. Who doesn't love vacations, right?
Who
Now,
doesn't love
for
it?
some of you that are not in the States, some other countries. I know some of our supporters are from different countries where it's a little bit more lax for you guys. But over here, we're working 40 hours in the States. We're working 40 hours, right? For those of us that have full time, and it's not the easiest to get vacation time, right? And some companies don't have great benefits. But with that said, he went on that rant, right? Then somebody, a poor lady, she tried to correct his ass and tell him, hey, it says vacation, not the other word. He interprets that information because he's so furious. He interprets the information that she is correcting him because he thought he misspelled. He did not misspell. And then he's like, yeah, I don't care. You understood what I meant, right? So he thinks he made a typo and she's trying to correct him on the typo, which she's not. She's literally telling him that she's like, no, I'm saying that the post says vacations. It's a joke. I feel you. I was just letting you know because you were clearly upset. Now, this is a female, and again, nothing against you ladies, but you would think that a female, if anything, would be the one to act on emotion more so than this guy over here. He's coming off as a straight beta male bitch. I am sorry, but I gotta say it. Beta male bitch right there, bro. And these are the type of dudes that are gonna also struggle in the dating market because look, that's a telltale sign how you way too emotional. So that tells me that you're gonna already struggle even approaching girls because you may not know how to take rejection. So we have to understand, ladies and gentlemen, especially actually I want to talk to the guys here really quick before I continue. It's okay to get rejected.
Okay.
You're gonna get no's before you get a yes. Heck,
Probably
you
more
may
no's
get
than yes.
Yeah, that's very common. You're gonna get for every 100 no's, you may get a yes, right? So there's no fear in keeping. You want to go down swinging, right? But guys that are like this gentleman is behaving here, he may not even go for a no because he's gonna be too emotional. He's gonna be too crazy. Look how he's acting. He can't see past what how he was triggered. Crazy. He was triggered. So, right? So we see that there. So let's proceed. So after that, all right, he's just like, oh my God, obviously he's in his feelings. So it's whatever, man. He's in his feelings. So again, like you guys know, pretty much everything is covered. We're just kind of, for privacy purposes, we're not sharing any of that information. Right. We don't want nobody to go, after anybody. But then he further, yeah, the trolls. But even on that comment, some of it already started because look what you have here. Then he replied, right? So my buddy replied to his message, which again, I won't say it there because again, it got a little crazy, but I'll shorten that for you. He pretty much called him a beta male bitch, pretty much. And told him, hey man, I don't give a flying. We don't want to get too crazy here, but that's pretty much. But you can see here his reply to that. He says pretty much you should care unless you're a tyrant, and he effing hates tyrants. You shouldn't force anyone to do anything they don't want, or go to some place. Now he's trying to, kind of. Now he's backpedaling, right? He's saying, well, either way, you shouldn't. I mean, honestly, guys, who the heck doesn't love vacations? So, again, it was meant to be a joke, but now he's just trying to, kind of backtrack a little bit rather than just apologizing, right? You messed up big time. Apologize, man. But instead of doing that, he goes ahead and, says, I'm not with that bullshit. Also, I'm going to say this one, man. He says, fuck off.
So hold on. He comes into the person's platform
Yeah.
misreads the word,
Yeah.
starts the shenanigans. He
Yeah.
gets corrected, and then he
Yeah.
says, "Fuck off."
Fuck off, bro.
But should shouldn't that person tell him to fuck off because he came into his feed?
Exactly. Exactly. Makes absolutely no sense. Um, but
Fuck
in a
off.
sense, it does make sense, right? This is typical behavior of guys that tend to be very, very beta and have
The
a lot of those
big
tendencies, right?
percentage, a
And
big
you
percentage.
and we've discussed that, right? But we've discussed this in the
Mhm.
past that sometimes that people consider, oh, you're either a beta or a male or alpha male. Sometimes you're gonna see guys that they can have certain traits that So I don't really believe in just simply labeling a person. They may have they might have a little bit of both. They may have tendencies, rather, as I like to call it. You may
Absolutely.
have some alpha tendencies. You may have some beta tendencies, and some of us guys, a lot of us guys are gonna show somewhat of beta tendencies at certain times, right?
Right.
We can always learn from them, as we get older and we experience life. There's
Hmm.
certain things that you can't really learn that it's just in your DNA, right? And environment, things of that nature. But there's certain things that you could adapt based on your experience and stuff like that to kind of get away from those beta tendencies. But a person like this is going to be difficult for them because again, it was a huge mistake you made. And again, you're here insulting this person. That again is a mutual friend,
Hmm.
which at this point it puts me in a situation where it's like, man, you're just showing out. Like I don't even know if I want to mess with you after this, man.
Right.
But again, and you can already see some of the trolling here. Look at the guy with the with the rainbow. And again, shout out to all of you. Again, it's how it is. Sometimes people want to troll and stuff like that. Not the best trolling tactic that I wouldn't have used that myself. But hey, they put it out there, man. So on that note, and it kind of kept going after that, and people kept on trolling him, even friends and family members. So it kind of made it weird, kind of just being there. So I was like, okay, enough of this, but I don't want to partake too much. But again, me and Kenny thought that it was a good, I was kind of telling Kenny the story a little bit about it. And then, hey, man, this might be a good topic to talk about because, again, as we recently experienced the whole thing that happened with aba&Preach and
Right.
the Fresh&Fit, that was a big thing. That was the downfall for them in terms of subscriber counts, right? They lost damn near 50,000 subscribers off of simply Myron and Walter acting off of emotions, right?
Exactly.
So these are some of the things that we see, bro. So again, we wanted to just share that with you guys, um, and see what you guys think on that. But again, I kind of want to let Kenny chime in. Yeah, bro. Tell me a little bit. We want to keep it brief, but tell me a little bit more of what were your thoughts, man, on this.
You hit every single point on the nail. I mean, one thing is it just shows what's going on with modern day males, right? And this is happening
Mm-hmm.
even with past men at the age of 30. We're at an all time low on testosterone levels. A lot of males are living unhealthy lifestyles. They rather stay glued to the computers and they don't want to deal with actual real human beings. And this is why we advocate in this platform to actually meet people, to speak to people, and embrace rejection. And the type of person that actually decided to comment on this post doesn't really have great social skills. This is a person that, from my understanding, is past 30, never really socialized, stuff like that. And it just shows that if you don't nip the bad habits early on, it can roll over and it can follow you. And the most important thing we can learn from this is accountability. Accountability, accountability, accountability. It's okay to misinterpret and read something incorrectly and to say, you
Mm-hmm.
know what, my bad. That guy, all he had to do was say, I am sorry.
My bad. My fault. You know what I mean? Call it.
That's it. That's it. All
Mm-hmm.
you had to do was saying, my bad. And this is what's going on with modern day society. A lot of men are getting killed because of their egos. They don't want to take
Right.
accountability. They don't want to say sorry. Look at what happened with the Fresh&Fit. Look at Myron. Just for him to say, I'm sorry, it took for him to lose 50,000 subscribers. It had to take him to lose
Exactly.
a lot of his platform. Why wait for consequences? Say sorry. If you're wrong, you're wrong. If you're right, you're right. Nobody's perfect. You're not a
Mm-hmm.
supreme being. You're not a higher power, and it's okay. But you hit pretty much everything on the point. I just find it funny that he came onto that person's platform and he's telling the person to fuck off. Meanwhile, like Like what's going on? It just shows a lot of men are very emotional. And before I close this one out, I have a lot of female friends, and they tell me the reason why they pretty much gave up on men to a certain degree because a lot of these men are possessive, emotional,
Mm-hmm.
they have beta male tendencies. Guys, it's a lot of us are gonna have somewhat type of beta male characteristics, right? Nobody's perfect. But when you start being emotional, like look at that. A girl had to pretty much calm him down and say, hey man, it was a joke. And at that
Mm-hmm.
moment, you would think it's the men supposed to tell the girl,
Yep.
"Hey, calm down." But he was playing the role of a female, and she
He
was playing the
was.
role of a guy. And this is why divorce is at an all-time high because men are playing the role of a female, and women are playing
Mm-hmm.
the role of the male. It's against biology, and it's never going to
Mm-hmm.
work like that. That's all I got to
It's
say,
never.
man.
I agree with you 100%, man. You definitely hit it right on. Please, guys, especially guys, come on, man. You guys got to be smarter out there. Make sure that whenever you react, you're calculated, right? I know sometimes things are gonna, get you upset. Take a second, breathe, and make sure that you do what's right for you. This can help you in so many ways. It can help you from, losing a job. It can protect you from possibly losing your life or protect you
Or your
from
career.
taking a life, your career. I mean, in so many aspects, this could possibly help you out. Make sure you take a moment, breathe, and make sure that you're calculated. So when you're calculated, you know that I did the right thing. And sometimes you may still do the wrong thing, right? But hey, at least you know that you had a moment to really digest whatever took place. So you
Mhm,
know that you're gonna try to make a sound decision for yourself and for those around you, right? So
mhm.
on that note, if you guys like type of videos like this, man, content like this, please make sure to like and subscribe. And just give your feedback and your intake. What do you guys think? Have you guys experienced anything like this, or heard of others that have experienced things like this? But again, guys, like I mentioned before, please make sure to like and subscribe, and click on that notification bell so like that you guys know when we come out with videos.
And share this video to people that you think that can benefit from this type of content. You get what I'm saying?
Definitely, that's right, 100%, man, 100%. So make sure to share as well. All right, guys.